Army Recognition is appointed as official online show daily news and web TV for officials news online, including web TV, for Eurosatory 2020, the International Defense and Security Exhibition that will take place in Paris from the 8th to the 12th of June. For this week, we have selected 3 topics. Sig Sauer will supply the US Army with ammunition for its M2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifles. The Russian Central District Armored Division in Urals will receive T-72B3M tanks. And the Belgian Dingo 2 armored vehicle has been destroyed by an AID in Mali for the MINUSMA. Sig Sauer has recently been chosen by the US Army to supply 300 Winchester Magnum ammunition for its bolt-action M2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle. The contract amounts to $10 million. The Army transitioned from the 7.62mm to the more powerful 300 Winchester Magnum cartridge. The new round allows snipers to engage enemy targets beyond 1,200 meters compared to the 800-meter range of the older M24 sniper system used since 2011 in Afghanistan. The 300 Win Mag cartridges will be manufactured at Sig Sauer's ammunition facility in Jacksonville, Arkansas. A batch of 30 T-72B3 tanks upgraded to the T-72B3M level will be delivered to the Central Military District's Armored Division based in the Chelyabinsk region in the Urals. The Gwaz Vitebsko-Novgorodskaya Armored Division was formed in late 2016. It is based in the Chelyabinsk and the Sverdlovsk regions in the Urals. This large unit operates T-72 tanks, BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles, and BTR-82 armored personnel carriers. The first upgraded T-72B3M tanks were delivered to the Western Military District in 2017. The tank has a more powerful engine of 1130 horsepower, an automatic gearbox, and upgraded armament. It is equipped with a rear-view TV camera, among other improvements. The armor has also been reinforced with Relict Enhanced Reactive Armor. The tank also features enhanced adhesion tracks. Road wheels and sprockets are easier to self-clean to improve the resistance to skidding and enhance the mobility of the tank. The Belgian Ministry of Defense gave a restricted briefing to explain and illustrate what happened to a multi-purpose protected vehicle Dingo 2 of a Belgian I-Star detachment operating under German command in Mali in the framework of the MINUSMA, the UN mission in Mali. Leading a German-Belgian convoy driving back to its base in Gao, a Belgian MPPV Dingo 2 drove on a detonator that triggered an IED made of 30 kilos of explosive material, still under analysis to identify who made it. The complete forward part of the vehicle was ripped out, the engine being propelled some 50 meters away. In spite of this spectacular explosion, only the driver and the front passenger were lightly wounded by unfastened pieces of equipment. They owe their lives to the very strong survivability cell designed for this vehicle based on Mercedes Unimog chassis. The Belgian-German convoy immediately deployed in a safety position around the destroyed vehicle, and a helicopter arrived quickly on the spot to evacuate the 2 wounded soldiers toward a French hospital, where they were taken care of during a couple of hours before being sent back to their unit. The wreck of the Dingo 2 was recovered and brought back to its base. It's foreseen it will be shipped back to Belgium for technical and judicial investigation. A spare Dingo 2 was equipped as needed and replaced the destroyed one. After checking that all the forcing procedures had been fully applied, the Belgian headquarters gave the green light to the unit to participate again to the usual missions. The wounded and healed soldiers asked to remain in Mali and to carry on with their duty. Navy and Army Recognition are appointed as official online show daily news and web TV for DIMDEX Maritime Defense 2020. That will take place in Doha, Qatar, from the 16th to the 18th of March.
This week, Navy Recognition has selected the following valuable topics that drew major attention from its followers. SSB released a picture of modernized Meko 200 frigates of Turkish Navy. German Navy has selected Damen, Blohm Voss for construction of MKS 180 frigates. And finally, on January 12th, Chinese Navy has commissioned its first Type 55 destroyer, 101 Nanchang. On January 10, 2020, SSB released an official image of how the Barbaros-class frigates would look like after the planned upgrade. More specifically, this is a concept of how the ship could look like if the Turkish Navy will order a heavy modernization of the ships. The image features the modernized ship including 16 anti-ship missiles, a Korkut D twin 35mm CIYS installed on a B position replacing a C Zenith system, and a Phalanx Block 1B baseline 2 atop the hangar. If this massive and ambitious plan takes place, then the Turkish variant will be the heaviest armed Meko 200 variant in the whole world. The modernization of the first ship is planned to be completed on February 2022. The German government has announced its intention to select Damen as the main contractor, together with partners Blohm Voss and Thales, for supplying at least 4 multipurpose combat ship MKS 180 frigates to the German Navy. The Dutch naval shipbuilder is extremely proud of and satisfied with the results of the evaluation process announced today by the German government, though of course awaits parliamentary approval in Germany. In terms of specification, the MSK 180 has a length of 155 meters, a displacement of 9,000 tons, a cruising speed of 18 knots at sea state 4, and a maximum range of 4,000 nautical miles at 18 knots. The ship can accommodate 110 persons, including 70 troops and 1 medium-large helicopter with anti-ship missiles and 2 VTOL UAS. On January 12, 2020, the Chinese Navy has commissioned its first Type 55 destroyer, 101 Nanchang. The Type 55 destroyer Renai-class cruiser is a class of guided missile destroyers being constructed for the People's Liberation Army Navy. The Type 55 missile destroyer was unveiled for the first time to the public in April 2019 during a naval parade to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the founding of People's Navy. Primary armament of the Type 55 consists of a 112 universal vertical launch cells with a 64 cells forward and 48 cells aft. Type 55 is expected to carry HHQ-9 surface-to-air missiles, YJ-18 anti-ship cruise missiles, and CJ-10 land attack cruise missiles.
Army Recognition is appointed as official online show daily news and web TV for DSA 2020, the Defense Services Asia, that will take place in Kuala Lumpur from the 20th to the 23rd of April.
And now for the air sector, the Bell V-280 Valor tiltrotor aircraft completed successful autonomous test flight. Germany got propositions for its new heavy-lift helicopter and Turkish fighter jet to fly with domestic engine by 2029. Bell's V-280 Valor tiltrotor aircraft completed a successful autonomous test flight in December. Over the course of the day, the V-280 met all of Bell's flight goals for the aircraft's first venture into flying autonomously. The aircraft performed an autonomous takeoff, conversion into cruise mode, precision navigation to various waypoints, loiter maneuvers, conversions into vertical takeoff and landing mode, and landed autonomously. Paul Wilson, Bell's chief engineer for V-280, noted that the autonomous flight test was an opportunity to further inform future long-range assault aircraft requirements and demonstrate that an optionally manned capability was possible. The German New Heavy Lift Program, or STH, invitation to tender was issued in June 2019 by the German Procurement Authority. A contract award is expected in 2021 for the acquisition of 44 to 60 aircraft, including sustainment and training. Boeing answered the call with its CH-47 Chinook helicopter. Today, there are more than 950 Chinook aircraft operating in 20 countries, including 8 NATO member countries. Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company, and Rheinmetall, representing the German industry team, submitted the bid for the production and operation of the Sikorsky CH-53K King Stallion. Turkey's TFX National Combat Aircraft, a joint project by the Turkish Aerospace Industries and Presidency of Defense Industries, is preparing for a maiden flight using a domestic engine in 2029. Work to develop the engine continues at full speed in cooperation with related institutions, according to the General Manager of T-Air Engine, a new research and development center for turboshaft engines. The engine tests are set to be completed by 2026 or 27. The maiden flight with a domestic engine will take place in 2029, he added. The domestically built aircraft is being developed to replace F-16 Fighting Falcons of the Turkish Air Force and to be exported to foreign air forces.